because he have some swag, over some swag, you'll hook up with him and have kids with him, and 5 years later, because of some swag, now you getting knocked over the side of your head, and now crazy stuff is going on in the house, and now you calling grandma, grandpa, and the police because you got with a joker for some swag, and you never took the time to find out if he got some character. You never took some time to find out if he was a real man. You never took the time to find out if he can hold down a job. You never took the time to find out if he know how to treat a woman. You never took the time to find out if he can open up a door, but because he walked with a limp, you want to hook up with him over some swag. Can you tell me how much swag make a year? Can you tell me what application has a skill set for swag? Can you tell me if swag can get your kids some insurance when they get sick over some swag? Let me know if some swag can pay for bill, because I get some swag right now. Swag can't take care of your bills. Swag, my young ladies, is no substitute for character. Look at his character. How does he treat his mama? How does he treat his daddy? How does he treat his dog? How does he treat his goldfish? How does he treat the lady at the drive-thru at McDonald's? Find out if the brother got some character. Forget some swag. Is no substitute for character. Swag is no substitute for character. And lastly, stuff is no substitute for character. How much money you have, how much you have in the bank, what bling bling you have on your wrist or on your neck, that's no substitute for character. Because just because you can put some 22-inch rims on a car that requires for 16-inch rims, but yet you 3 weeks behind on the car note and you driving and parking in your parents' garage, stuff is no substitute for status. Oh, but we as a people, and trillions of dollars of spending power that we have. Yet we spend billions and billions of dollars in the hair salon because we want to make sure that we look good on the outside. We want to make sure that we smell good. $150 bottle cologne inside of a 3x2 bathroom. We want to make sure that we got stuff. But stuff is no substitute for good character. And just because you might be balling out of control with stuff, if you don't have character, your life still lacks any kind of substance. But what I want to know is if we can take the spirit of Black Friday, where we running up in stores, trampling over folk, killing folk just to go in to get a knockoff brand printer so that we can have it in our house and say, look, what if we took the spirit of Black Friday and balanced it with Good Friday? What if we start taking our spirit and our drive to spend and balanced it with the principles of Good Friday? Then maybe it would not cause us to spend less, but it would determine where we spend. What if we start putting money back into our communities? What if we start giving money to the poor? What if we start putting money in the nonprofit organization? What if we took our dollars and start building up our broke down communities and our broke down houses? What if we took money and start putting it into the school district? What if we start taking our money money and put it into the church, so maybe we can do more than just maintain a budget, and we can actually start going out into the community and causing change and creativity. What if we balance Black Friday with Good Friday? Status is no substitute for character. Swag is no substitute for character. Stuff is no substitute for character. What is a person of character? If this situation was not so critical, if this question was not so critical, I would say something real cute like, you'll know it when you see it. But because the question is so serious, I have to give you something tangible. Because the question is so serious, I have to give you something concrete that you can hold and take with you. I want to give you what King knew and what the word declares to be real character. For in this world that we live in, where everyone is looking out for number one, where everyone is talking about me, 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 where everyone thinks that they are entitled to everything but owe no one anything, in this culture that is always trying to do for self, real character is best expressed in a life of service. For Jesus said, whoever wants to be great must be the one that becomes a servant of all. And in a world that is all about taking, getting, and accumulating, real character is about what can I do for somebody else. Real character does not look what I can do for me and how far I can go in life and what I can do for me, but real character submits its life to service and lives in such a way that it pours out to other people with their hands and with their mind and with their heart. I wish I had something better for you. I could package it up and get it real nice and pretty for you, but the message is still the same. God is calling people to live a life of service. Because if the truth is told, King said, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty that I'm free at last. But my brother and my sister, you are not free until you can unlock the chains on somebody else. Because only a free person can unlock a bound person. And if you bound up in greed, if you bound up in self, if you bound up in what you can do for you, and you can't think outside the box and do something for somebody else, you need to be set free yourself. But if you are free, you can go and loose other folk that are chained up in the situation that they're in. You can unlock somebody else who may not know what it's like to be free. Let me get out of here. Mahalia Jackson put it like this: if I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can cheer somebody with a word or a song, if I can show somebody how they're traveling wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. If I can do my duty as a good man ought, if I can bring back beauty to a world upraught, if I can spread love's message as the master taught, then my living is not in vain. Listen, Jesus said, I did not come to be served, but I came to serve and to give my life as a ransom. And that he truly did. On the cross, he died a sinner's death so that you can live a justified life. Away with the foolishness of looking what you drive to determine if you have character. Away with the foolishness of looking at a person's outer appearance and assuming that the insides are right. For if you really want to know what character is, if you really want to know what it means to live a life of service, take a close look at Calvary and model it.